And I've gone to my friend Perplexity, the AI tool, to find out what the collective term for a Graeme is. If you've got more than one Graeme, it's suggesting a cracker of Graemes, playing on the concept of a Graeme cracker, a gram of Graemes, a gramophone of Graemes, a gathering of Graemes, a fellowship of Graemes, a clan of Graemes, a grumble of Graemes, if they're known to be opinionated, a gregariousness of Graemes, if they're social, and a grandeur of Graemes. Pick the bones out of one of those and introduce these two people.
Well, I'll let them choose from that plethora. I like the first one after having seen them both in action on more than one occasion. What was that again?
A cracker.
Yeah, cracker. Yeah, they're a cracker. Hey, we're talking about Give Where You Live, and these two gentlemen, these two Graemes, have had a lot to do with the fact that it's happening and still happening, this wonderful big auction night that raises so much money for an organisation which is probably one of Geelong's favourites. So, Graeme and Graeme, good morning. And their minder, Charlotte, who will be a casual observer in the corner.
And I suspect social media. She's got the camera ready to get the photos to put up on the website.
Are you going to turn their microphones on so they can talk?
Oh, do you want to talk to them as well?
Yeah,
okay, I thought we were just going to talk over here.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Rob and Neil.
Now, before we get on to Give Where You Live, I looked across the vast audience at Costa Hall last night, and I noticed you over there with another celebrity from this station in Mick Lawrence. As we go for local concerts in a wonderful local concert hall, how'd you rate that one, Graeme?
I think it was pretty schmick, Rob, in your terms. I was most impressed when the security guard had to break up a little scuffle in front of us.
Off air, I'll get to the detail of that because I thought to myself, I don't know what happened, but there's someone really close that will.
Hello, Rob's broken the microphone. Please tell me it wasn't the usual situation. They brought in the choc tops, you couldn't get to them in time, and he climbed over and punched someone in the head.
No,
that's the usual arrangement.
We'll get to it later.
Right.
But I was going to
allegedly.
I was going to do a little bit of a Neil Butler. The first three words that come out of the on stage last night sort of summed up the evening because he had us at "Hello, Mr. America."
Nice.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, nice.
What a great way to start. And finished off with a double whammy because he's done the real thing. The audience rises as one to say, "Thanks, Russell." And he said, "Sit down, I haven't finished yet." We had another crack. Finish with Sweet, Sweet Love. No, it was quite spectacular. And
that's good.
Very sad,
now I know exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, great, I'll have to go.
Very sad that we may not be seeing that again.
Yeah, and I think sometimes for these guys, the variances in their career, that they go from being very successful to then there's nothing, and they're talking about they're releasing material that they love and they put their heart and soul in it, and nothing happens with those songs. And he's talking about, I'm singing some of these songs that I love, and they did nothing on radio. And there's other songs they've written very quickly that are hits.
I had the good fortune to chat to Russ a couple of weeks ago, and the conversation was on the wireless. You might have heard that. And I said to him then, what was the album that you loved most that didn't get a run? And the one he came up with was Jumpstart Diary. The song we played by Russ earlier was from that album. I am very fortunate to have a signed copy that says, "Thanks for all your support, Neil." Russ. It was the first time I'd met him, so I'm not actually sure what support I had given him at that point. But it's a really, really, I'm going to use the word, Rob, grouse album. Do yourself a favour.
It was so good, actually. I think he played 5 songs of it last night. I bought it on my way out of the venue and have already played it completely. And yeah, it is very good. And you do wonder, Graeme, wonder why they didn't work, because they're great songs.
And sometimes it's the record company doesn't want to push it, or they don't know. And he talks about his different phases, where he's in the blues phase and the 80s phase, just trying something different to maybe keep relevant.
I think the other thing is too, and we have a great respect for and kind of friendly rivalry with a couple of other radio stations that are in this town, and those sort of stations and their equivalents in Melbourne simply don't interview these people. So we had Graeme Gouldman in town from 10cc. Guess who the only person in Geelong who spoke to him? Like, what on earth have you got a radio station that purports to play classic hits not talking to these guys? Why would you not play Russell Morris's album? I wonder if they've played End of the Beginning yet. I'm assuming he played that last night.
What a magnificent song that is.
Yeah.
So 10cc, we're talking Rubber Bullets.
We are indeed. I don't like cricket. I love it.
Yeah. The other thing we should mention too, while the focus was on Russell Morris, there was a 12-piece support band and 2 backing singers, and just spectacular. The quality of all of that delivered all night for 2 solid hours with a 20-minute break in the middle. Just spectacularly good. So congratulations to everyone. And again,
Hopefully they're listening. Hopefully, because it's still in Geelong having breakfast down on the waterfront or something. So good morning, boys
and
girls.
It's another sign that, A, we've got great venues in Geelong. We've talked about the Arts Centre development, which is spectacular. But Costa Hall, great venue, and when we get quality like that coming to town. And the other thing, of course, is when it does come to town, please go and see it. I know it's seemingly expensive sometimes,
like
but
$100 to see someone like Russell Morris, that is laughably cheap.
When you walk out of the venue thinking, how good was that? Was the money well spent? Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, I bought the tickets for $40 and scalped them to Rob for 120, but that's okay. Don't let anyone allegedly. But no, it's an absolute ripper, and he is, of course, officially the first inaugural legendary friend of the blokes in our Hall of Fame. So if you want to know a bit about that, go and see our website, 2bc.radio/FOTB for Friends of the Blokes. Anyway.
And it is, that's a good lead-in because it is your kindness through the Two Blokes Chatting
and by
brand.
the way, we should thank the two Graemes for coming in today. It's been great chatting to them, and thanks so much for putting some time aside.
Now, let's get to the point. The point is, Give Where You Live, we love it. It's a great organisation, and the two Graemes sort of started off accidentally a bit of a thing that's been going on for quite a long time.
By the way, they don't say at the end when, it's goodbye from here, it's goodbye. I'm going to be really disappointed at having the two Graemes.
Which one is the spokesperson to tell us how your involvement all started?
It's a bit like Penn and Teller, the magicians.
Yes.
One doesn't speak.
Yeah.
That's me.
And it's great radio.
Well, yeah. So it started. Actually, we were just talking about it before we got here. We'd actually got the years mixed up. I think it's been going for about 10 years now. So we might look it up officially a bit later. But it started off as a bit of an idea to support the Give Where You Live Foundation. Give Where You Live used to be the old United Way in Geelong, and they support a lot of community activity. And they also have a lot of leadership programs, and they are a Geelong institution. So when we first got together, we had the support of the Hamilton Group, and we used their woolen mills to host the first few of the auctions, and they're now full. So we've had to move it around a bit. So last time we were at the Ford factory, and this year we're at the Geelong Showgrounds. Which all happens next Friday night.
And for the showgrounds, it's a big place. So we're talking about the southwestern corner. Would that be in one of the pavilions there?
Rural. 2 o'clock as you drive in the main gate.
Yeah, we'll call it southwestern corner. Yeah.
And by the way, it's not next Friday; it's the Friday after.
Yeah,
is it really?
Yeah, the 29th.
Surprise!
Yeah. Just don't want a whole stack of people out at the showgrounds next Friday night going, well, it's got to be somewhere. You're driving around in circles looking for it.
Oh, thanks for pulling us up on that.
No, it's okay. Just to prove what's listening.
So the 29th.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Friday.
Well,
otherwise, we can't come.
Had the date right, just had the weeks wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we kick off. We've got roughly about. We're still working on a lot of the items, but we'll probably end up with about $100,000 worth of your donated goods to auction off on the night, and the theme of the night's really casual, so we concentrate a lot of the items up for auction are events, and they are sort of group activities. So tables of 10 can put in together and say, hey, let's go and do this together as a group. You say music, food, your dancing, all that sort of stuff. It's just more than an auction. It's just a good night out and a relaxed atmosphere. And we normally get around about 300 to the evening. And so far, in the years that we've done it, we've raised around about $200,000 towards Give Where You Live, which is quite pleasing. Because what they do with the money then in the community is extremely valuable to those of us that are much less fortunate.
Yeah, and sadly the need for them seems to be growing rather than subsiding. And a bit of a change at the top. We had Zach Lewis, the new head man, in this week on the front page talking about it. His eyes were spinning when we sat down and chatted about the event. He has got no idea how big it is, and nice. I don't think he's got any idea what's going to happen Friday week when he has his first Give Where You Live auction night, because there's a few little specials that will not be released prior to the event about what might be happening, and we're going to keep them under our hat. But let's say even if you don't buy anything, you will have a great night if you come along. So please, if you've got a kind heart and you understand Give Where You Live, you still, I presume, tables would be available for people to come along and get involved.
Yeah. So we've still got availability for either tables of 6 or 10. And to be honest, if we get more than what we anticipate, we'll fit them in.
Yeah.
We'll be able
Just open up another pen in the pig pavilion.
We'll fit them in, will we?
Yes, you'll be given a ticket when you arrive, and you'll have different sessions that you can come into.
This is a collaborative Graham's here working here.
It's not my area, but I think I'll put my foot in it.
Yeah.
But,
And we'll be able to say, no, Graeme said so. We won't know which Graeme, but that's okay.
it was one of the crackers. Yeah.
Any thought that you might have done something a bit better in terms of choosing your MC? I know times are tough, but someone,
Yeah, we've had a variety of MCs over the years, but we've stuck with Rob and Mike
Really?
from last.
Michael, great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. I don't know about the other one.
Well, look, we'll do our best to get things going. But no, I'm very honoured to be involved. It was a lot of fun last year, and hopefully we can make it even better this year. It is just a great thing to be involved in. So, original gentleman, your motivation, where did it come from? Graeme Duff, take over, please.
The ideas man to my left said, why don't we just do a charity auction? And we'll run it in about 4 months' time. That was pretty much the idea.
Just Sunday afternoon having a beer or something?
Probably not even that formal, Rob. It was just a phone call. We're doing an auction. I've gone, okay, let's do that.
But what was your connection with the organisation to motivate that idea?
So again, the ideas man many years ago said, let's run a truck convoy from Avalon to the showgrounds to support a slightly different charity who went in a different direction. And that was very successful. We had an auction out at the Ritchie Brothers on the Friday night that some of the Geelong footballers attended and drank copious amounts of alcohol, allegedly.
Yeah.
Bought some tremendous raffle prizes.
Out of season, of course.
It was. And then on the Sunday, we ran a truck and motorbike convoy from Avalon to the showgrounds that had, from memory, 300 trucks, something like 300 motorbikes, and then a family day at the showgrounds. And then we said, why don't we do this again in a slightly different format? So we knew someone who worked at Give Where You Live at the time, and we went to them and said, we'll give you this thing on a plate, just let us run it. Their name on the top of it makes it a fairly easy sell across the community to get support. The name is very strong, well regarded, and when we do write out, it's far stronger than just myself and Graeme writing out going, can you support a charity that no one really has heard of?
And the thing I like about Give Where You Live, and I've had a couple of sort of passing involvements along the way, they're not, and I'm absolutely not denigrating any of these charities, I'll disclaimer that up front, but if you have an event for a charity, let's say it's a cancer support thing, that's great, it's really, really good. Or homeless, or this one is an umbrella organisation, so all sorts of organisations benefit, not just a particular stream. And I'm not having a crack at any stream, please, but that's one of the appeals of this.
Yeah, actually we concur with that as well too, and also the Give Where You Live Foundation. You're so parochial in the Geelong area, you create a lot more interest as Graeme was talking about, and we've been certainly involved with them one-on-one, and we see exactly how committed they are to our community, and we really love it. Yeah, it's great.
And a lot of stuff happens behind the scenes that a good example, I was involved 8 years ago, something like that, in the grants program they get, and some of this money that will be raised goes to the grants program. The amount of effort put in by so many people to review to put the applications in, review applications, award these things, it's not just a case of put something in and it's done. It's a lot of hard work, and a lot of it voluntary.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And as I said, maybe once or twice before, they are a Geelong institution, and they've stood the test of time, and they'll probably continue to be. Actually, we'll probably be talking about them in another couple of decades. They're fantastic. Yeah.
The people that make it all happen are the donors of auction items and other goods and services that happen through the night. I imagine you two have a way of tapping into people's soft spots, but Geelong generally is such a giving community, and our business community really do need a massive shout out here.
Yeah, we've had fantastic support since day one. As I said, the inaugural Give Where You Live auction started off at the Woolen Mills with the Hamilton Group giving us your fantastic support, and they continue to support us. But they've got no more room out there. They've been so successful. They've actually tenanted out all of those buildings, which is wonderful as well. Yep. So we've had support from your people like your Jayco, Let's Go Motorhomes, like right from the start, and we just with Tony Spence now, I don't even ring him anymore. I just send him an email and
former Forest football team.
It's all happening. Oh, is he?
Yeah. I wouldn't let on. Right, I'd keep that to yourself.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of general support because and a lot of these people fill the rooms as well too. So the 300 come from a lot of the business community as well. And as I said, we go to quite a range of different supporters, which then ends up with a huge list of something for everyone really. There wouldn't be many people on the night that would look at it and say, "Oh, I wouldn't like that," or I wouldn't like this or that. So it is a great support we have. Yeah.
Without giving away too much that you don't want to give away, the single biggest, most valuable item on the roughly, what are we talking in terms of dollar value?
Actually, we're still working on the list. We've got it in front of us, but we've got a $5,000 Lamborghini experience.
Wow! Oh, okay. It's $5,000 Lamborghini. I'll buy it now.
Yeah, so it's a driver Lamborghini through the hills and a fancy lunch and then a helicopter ride back. I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So
it's not a lot of these auctions that the local primary school. You can get a coffee card worth $20 at the local cafe, which is great.
Yep.
But it's going to drag in some big ticket items as well. So bring your checkbook. Don't bring your checkbook. Bring your credit
Visa card. Yeah. Actually, we do have those little vouchers as well too.
Yeah.
We've got raffles. We've got silent auctions. We've got raffles. Most people walk away with something, whether it's big or small.
Yeah. Or just the memories.
The memories, yeah. And you can't put a price on that.
No, you can't. It's priceless.
Now, John Mitchell was in the studio between 8 and 9 this morning. He's a mad Carlton supporter. I notice you've got a framed Carlton Football Club jumper. Now, they may not be travelling that well, but this town is still full of rabid Carlton supporters, and they probably pay anything for that.
I'll open the bidding at $2.50. And anyone who wants
Come
more,
on, Neil.
all right, $5.
It's always a challenge at the start of the season when you try and predict which team and which jumper do we carry.
Yeah.
But I sort of rarely disagree with Graeme, but I think the biggest prize is probably the T-shirts that we're going to get individually crafted.
Authentically.
Yeah, specifically, uniquely signed for the buyer on the night.
Kindly donated by Untypical Media. And we thank them very much. Do you want to give us a bit of detail on that? Do you know much about that, Neil?
That organisation?
Yeah.
They're a hack organisation from Geelong.
Go on, pump it up.
No, all right. That's my business. No, I don't mean that's my business. I don't mean that as, yes, full disclosure. Yes.
So if you're listening to this show often and you like it, you can actually wear some of the merch.
So there is a couple of parts to this. One of the Graemes has generously donated the two of the shirts, so let's be quite clear about that. They will be signed on the night by two blokes chatting, but also there are two other shirts that the aforementioned organisation has purchased and has donated. They have literally been all over Australia. They went to the Gold Coast, then they went to central Queensland, then they went to the Riverina, then they went to the Murray River. They've got to go out to Port Arlington yet, but they have been signed by the entire team that presents this circus every Saturday morning. The last two signatures will be yours and mine. That will be done on the night to the lucky bidder.
Beautiful. Love that.
If you'll have the choice of 4 shirts. And, of course, our friend Steve, we should just mention that, Steve Woods from Bang the Drum Media, who speaks at 9:05 every Saturday morning and makes us look clever. The books that he has written, there's a set of those, and please don't drop them on your foot as I did the other day. They are quite heavy.
Now, if you are excited by this and other things that you want to buy, plus the event that we're not allowed to talk about, Graeme, that's going to be probably the pinnacle of the evening, I would have thought. The little thing that you've got organised, it's a surprise for everyone, which we're not allowed to talk about.
It could well be, or it could be a disaster.
No, I think it's going to be good. Let's talk it up. So if you want to come along to that, as I said, even if you don't buy anything, you're going to have a great night. But you will get there, you will have a drink and a laugh, and you'll get excited, and you will buy something, or at least you'll bid on something. And the organisation has kindly said for listeners of this station this morning, if you're a group of 6 or 10, you can come along and be involved in this. Just contact the station and we'll organise that for you. Is they're both? Yeah, we'll organise that for you. 5225 947.
Please don't
ring
ring
in
now.
office hours. Don't ring now.
Don't ring now, please.
5225
30 people in the studio. The last thing we need is a phone call.
Or email us at info@947thepulse.com. And the other thing you can do is send us a text right now and express your interest. 0488 877 947. That's 0488 877 947.
Why are you giving out the number? People know that. It's in their phone already, surely.
Well, that's true. There might be someone new
including Steve, who...
Express your interest. Come along and get involved in this extraordinarily good event.
I have a message for you, Steve. Not a chance. He wants me to donate my personally signed Russell Morris CD. Not a chance in you-know-what.
Dear. Righto, it's all about the money. It's all about the warmth. But
it's also about the community and networking.
Well, it is.
Particularly if you run a small business. Getting along there in a room with a whole stack of small business people is a good thing.
Yeah, the networking
I might even come along. You're talking me into it, you know.
I think you should.
Okay.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, get along, support this great event. We want to fill, and we want to test Graeme's ability to deal with expansion, which has been heralded this morning as a possibility. We can get more than 300 in, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think we get 400.
Level?
Yeah. A mezzanine, yes, we'll be able to build a mezzanine. Yeah, what we do is we turn a blank space into a big event night. So I'm sure if we get over the quota, we'll be able to manage.
And best wishes to the health and safety officer at the Geelong Showgrounds, who's just had a coronary going. They can't have more than 300 in there.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's okay.
Just tell us about the format of the evening. What happens when you rock up and sit down? What can be expected through the night?
Okay, so first of all, we have to break it down into the auction structure. We have three different auction lists. So they start at about 8 p.m. But it's a 6:30 start, and then we have a few speeches after that. But then we have 3 sets of auctions, and then through the night we have the silent auctions and the raffles. We've got your music in between. Your $50 entry gives you your dinner for the night and also your drinks. So it's not an overly expensive evening out.
So when you say dinner, it's not a sit-down fish and beef event. It's finger food type dinner.
Yeah, but it is substantial.
But we're not sitting down at tables and hoeing in,
But I wouldn't eat beforehand. Because there's plenty.
Well, some of us won't have time.
Yeah. And anything else you want to add to that, Graeme?
Yeah, so the first auction set's actually at 7:30, but we'll get to that.
Well, not only have I got the weeks wrong, I've got the hours wrong. Yeah.
So we need to thank Pink Saffron Catering, and Claire's been with us from day one, does a tremendous job. We also need to thank Provenance Wines, who've provided all the wines, Dan Murphy's, who've provided beer and alcohol, because without them we really couldn't do this. And it's not a formal sit-down black tie night. It's cruisy. So there's auction items that range from $30 items up to $5,000 items. Complete scope.
Last year had silent auction items as well. As they still on? Yeah, good.
He said that 3 times. Were you listening?
No, that's right.
Or did he say it silently?
Sure of it. No, he said it silently.
Oh, okay, right.
The other thing, we're not allowed to mention organisations, but we probably should mention HF Richardson and Matt Pousty, who's going to be the auctioneer, and we're very, very grateful for him doing that as well.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Because if he didn't, Rob would have to do it.
Yes, I'd handle that.
The Lear Jets, local Geelong band who play. Cameron Baum, who'll play guitar when you enter, so it's not a complete silent room.
So there won't be silent auctions. There'll be guitar accompanied auctions.
Accompanied, yes.
Yeah, accompanied auctions.
And we're lucky enough we've got the support of City Greater Geelong, so we will have a couple of councillors there and someone to make an opening speech.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Very, very good.
With interview, I believe.
With an interview, yeah. And some other secret entertainment items that we're not allowed to talk about, but I guarantee will blow your socks off.
I'm not responsible for any of those, am I?
No, you're not.
No, good. That makes me feel better. Because I've been kind of
your socks will be blown off just as much as everyone else's. Oh,
okay, nice. Okay, well, I'm there. Don't you worry about that. So get this right. It is Give Where You Live, Geelong. What do we call it? Give Geelong auction.
Yes.
It is Graeme, Friday the 29th.
I'll just double check.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is not this Friday, but the one after that. So it's 13 days away. And the auction starts at 7:30, not 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got all those things covered.
But get there early, 6:30,
close,
rock
Yep.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's no AFL footy on that week.
Yep.
That's the bye week.
Yep.
So,
All good. So, all good. The only other concern I've got is, did you notice Charlotte came in here drinking something that looks like it's come from a coffee shop? I don't recall any, can we bring you a coffee?
Well, with you, I wouldn't buy you a coffee because I guarantee I'd get it wrong because you are a snob and only like
Proudly so.
certain types of coffee.
It's not
so
that
I
hard.
wouldn't risk getting it wrong. So
Not
you
that-
did the right thing, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Well done.
Never mind. Hey, guys, thanks for coming in and entertaining us this morning. Graeme said to us that, what are we going to talk about for 25 minutes? Well, here we are, 25 minutes in, and we could probably keep going. Now you know the secret of this program. Come in, ask a really silly question of somebody, and 25 minutes later, here we are.
Yeah. I love the work you do, gentlemen. Should actually thank
thank
you.
you.
I know you don't like accolades, either of you, one even less than the other, but thank you so much for what you do. It is great that someone needs to provide the little heartbeat, but Geelong has always jumped aboard these things. And again, businesses that support, and you as individuals that are going to come along and be involved in the fun and bid big. We look forward to seeing you all Friday week. Table's still available. Please contact the station. Or where can they contact you guys?
Nowhere. The Give Where You Live website it has an events page,
Right.
and there's a booking platform on there that seems to work sometimes.
I went to buy a ticket the other night and go, nah, sorry.
Well,
There you
there's
go.
selective entry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow the prompts on the Give Where You Live website.
Yeah, which I think is givewhereyoulive.com.au.
Yeah,
I think it is. I don't think it's
We'll
.org.
chat
I think it's
about it
.com.
more between now and then. But thank
Sure.
you again, gentlemen, for coming in, and best wishes to you and
And,
everyone
and
involved.
those of you who came in who weren't gentlemen as
Yeah.
well. Thank you,
Okay,
Charlotte,
thanks
for
for
coming
having
in.
us.